Hi, I'm just starting off this video looking at my forum because I wanted to look at this part, Weapon Generation C forum. Basically, I uploaded two ways to generate loot. First way was the Borderlands way. The way Borderlands generates weapons is by taking something called... Now, the way Borderlands 2 generates weapons is it takes its base weapon and generates parts around it. So, for example, if I just show that off dead quick using a Steam guide, basically how that works is, let's take the assault rifle, for example. Each manufacturer of for parts has its own style. For example, Vladov has this two weapon way, this two barrel way, this minigun way. Dahl has more like army versions. Then Jacobs has very single barrel. Torg has very flat edges, and Bandit's very rustic and put together. So, and then the other way that I found, and that's very cool, very advanced, cool, awesome. And another way the Borderlands does this is they make the weapons behave differently for each weapon part that's on it. For example, the Vladov one is fully automatic and constantly shoots. The Vladov one slowly ramps up. So they all behave differently. So for example, the Torg assault rifle shoots grenades instead of pellets. Then you have the grips and then the barrels, the stocks. But I'm just going to focus on the barrels for now. The other way that I found out is doing the division way, which is you have a basic weapon, you have an assault rifle, and then you create a bunch of talents or abilities or something to it. And every time you generate that assault rifle, those talents and weapon abilities change. I listed out the pros and cons of each of them, and then decided to go with the Borderlands way. This is it. This is my Borderlands weapon generation. Basically, when I click play, I have this garbage first-person view. As you can see, the legs go up and down, but I'm not focusing on that. As you can see, I've got an assault rifle. That barrel has a minigun on it. If I click play again, it now has two parts on it. It now has a minigun on it. So, for example, if I just pick this up, for example, this is my recreation of the Borderlands weapon parts. If I pick this up, equip it, as you can see, it does a line trace. Now, I'm clicking and holding. It's not doing the line trace when I press and hold. I have to click and press it. So that's semi-automatic. If I click generate, I haven't set up the minigun one yet. Thank you, minigun. Thank you, minigun. Thank you, minigun. That's the single shot one. Another minigun. Are you gonna spawn with the assault rifle part? No, you're not. You're gonna keep spawning with the minigun part. This is a cool showcase of the fact that I did actually get the random generation to work. Now, that's an assault rifle. So if I pick that up, put that on, I can press and hold, and as you can see, it's doing the line traces as I press and hold. See? But yeah, I got the Borderloot way to work. Pretty simple actually. And if I just show off how that works dead quick, I have an assault rifle, blueprint class. If I go into the event graph, basically what that's doing is using its base weapon, which is here. It has a bunch of things which sets the static mash, either as an assault rifle or a pistol, and then the way that you could increase this, add complexity, is say, oh, I want an SMG, I want a shotgun, I want this, that, and the other. But basically, all that's doing is that's setting the body and the magazine. The body and the magazine is this part and this part, these two parts. So if I go back to the assault rifle, basically what that's doing is then it's randomly picking one of three ways. So the spinning minigun, semi-auto, the single barrel, full auto, two barrels. So then it's spawning the barrel parts. So now it's setting setting the barrels depending on which firing mode it chose. So now this event firing is done. Is also chosen on the firing mode. So if it's semi-auto, it just does a single line trace. If it's full auto, it starts a timer by event, shoots it, and does this. Now, this event stop firing was a pain in my ass to try and figure out how to work. I basically came up with a custom event inside of the base weapon called stopped firing, and if I go over to my character blueprint, left mouse button, released, is valid, stop firing. It calls that event, which is here, which is then recalled here inside of the assault rifle to clear and then validate that timer so you actually stop firing. That's it. That's all I've got to show. Pretty much, I spent Tuesday and Wednesday getting this to work. I obviously had to model the assault rifle part, so I've only got a barrel, the minigun barrel, and the sniper barrel, the body, the grip, the stock, and the magazine. My next step is to model a bunch of grips that add an inaccurate, a bunch of grips that add a cone, a weapon cone, so that instead of firing in a straight line, it fires in one of these within this cone in a straight line, but the grip will dictate how accurate that is. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. So see ya in the next video or forum post.